Hoping to get Joe Burrow's attention.
Yeah.
They'll have other chances later this week.
Right, they will, but you'll also want to take a lot more kind of extra water if you're heading out to practice training camp out there as we go through this week, because that summer heat increasing today, but the humidity really starting to increase as we go into parts of tomorrow into late this week, where we're also going to be seeing those storm chances increasing in the forecast as well. But right now, high pressure dominating the forecast, keeping us on the dry side, keeping us sunny out there, and overall, for now, keeping the humidity relatively lower out there today. You still feel a little bit of that mugginess, but overall, temperature-wise, we're working our way into the upper 80s right now, sitting in the mid to lower 80s across much of the area, from 82 in Cincinnati to 84 in Independence, 85 up there in Harrison, 81 out in parts of the Batesville, Oldenburg, down to Versailles area. So as we work our way through this week, we do have a heat advisory that will be going into effect Thursday morning, beginning at 11, goes through about 8 p.m. and that is because we could see some heat index values tomorrow reaching their way close to that triple-digit mark. Either way, with the humidity, if you're working outside, exercising outside, whatever, if you're doing outside, you want to make sure you stay hydrated, because those temperatures are going to be on the rise. So as I mentioned today, we'll get these mid-80s into the upper 80s, near 90-degree mark as we head into the afternoon, evening hours. Then by later this evening into tonight, pretty nice conditions. Still a little warm early on. After sunset into later tonight, we'll see those temperatures dropping down into the 70s and eventually getting their way down into the lower 70s for late tonight and into tomorrow morning. So looking at futurecasts here over the next few days, we'll keep it dry today, just a few high-level clouds, maybe at times this afternoon into the evening. But as we go into your Thursday, still not a major impact for the day. Besides the heat and humidity, we do have an isolated to stray rain chance that really starts to pop up later in the afternoon into the evening. Models not showing a lot of activity, not really expecting a lot of activity, but if you end up under one of these isolated showers, which don't get caught up on exactly where these form, they could be forming almost anywhere across Greater Cincinnati. But if you're caught under one of them, it could be a very heavy downpour, some very heavy rains for a short little bit before it fades away. And as we head towards sunset, after sunset, we'll really start to see that system kind of fading away through the overnight and into Friday, where we have another chance of those storms. So again, tonight down into the lower 70s, pretty light winds out there. As we go into tomorrow, temperatures making their way into the lower 90s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. So pretty nice out there as we go with that stray chance of a thunderstorm or two. But as we make it through today into tomorrow, into the end of the week, that's where we really start to feel that humidity, the heat combining together to make it feel much hotter out there. So Thursday, especially with that heat advisory in place, and then by Friday and Saturday, while it's still very humid, we'll also add in a lot more of those storm chances, becoming a little more widespread, a little more likely out there Friday into parts of this weekend, with those temperatures staying in the upper 80s, lower 80s as we make it through this week. And then as we go into next week, we'll see those 90s continuing, but potentially a cool down right around the corner. So we'll see what happens there, but overall, another active pattern coming our way, guys.